Hey guys, Tisha here, and I am back for another Sister Wives review. This is a rewatch of season 1, episode 3, you all. I had no intentions on doing this video tonight, as evident by what I'm wearing, my robe. TMI maybe, but I got annoyed while I was watching this and taking notes. And I said, I need to do this now because if I wait until tomorrow, I may not give it the same commentary despite taking notes. So here we go. We begin this episode with finding out that Robin and Cody are now engaged. It's been 4 months and that's quick in my mind, but in polygamy standards, it is not. Cody said that that's not quick at all. We see Cody having a meeting with Maddie and McKelty, Aspen, and Mary's child. They're planning a party for Robin at Cody's request. So Cody has them planning this party, this birthday party for her, because he says that he's not doing it because he's focusing on getting her ready for the upcoming move that she's going to have next week. So, even though now, I think we're in season 18, we know that Cody has forgotten his children's birthdays. We know that Cody has not done anything for Christmas, but here he is making sure that he does something extra special for his fiance. Maddie lets us know that they were not told about Robin. What happened was they came back from a trip. Robin was standing in the door at the house, and that's how they found out about her. They still weren't told the full details. They just knew that she was there for Cody and that she was single. And eventually they put 2 and 2 together. No part of this was handled correctly for these children. They weren't even told that their father was considering dating anyone. They were instead shown this woman and expected to immediately be okay with the situation. I don't like the way that the family did this. I don't agree with it. Maddie basically said that her mom was like, yeah, she's there for your dad. We're going to see what happens. Like, that just, what are y'all doing? They talk about how at first it was weird, but now it's not weird anymore. McKelty said that it is weird when you're wearing your father's jacket and she smells the jacket that's your father's and says, I miss your dad. That's weird. You telling me Robin didn't have enough self-control where she didn't do that? Where she did not walk up to a child, smell all on them because they're wearing a piece of clothing that's her then boyfriend's, I'm assuming? Okay. Robin was laying it on very thick in the beginning. I mean, very thick. She did a good job at having these women and some of the kids fooled in the beginning. The kids say that he's acting like a teenager again. And it's weird to see. Maddie says that if she saw her husband acting like that towards another woman, that she would stop it. That she has no desire to be a part of polygamy, that she only wants to be married to one man. The fact that Mary's child, as well as Maddie and some of the other kids, said that they noticed them acting like teenagers, or Maddie has 3 moms. She has no problem with the way the other mothers are interacting with her dad, but she found it uncomfortable to see the way Robin was interacting with her father. Now, could that be just because she's another person and she's not accustomed to her? Yes. But I also feel like it's because all the kids see or saw that there was something different in the way that he was with Robin. They saw that he acted differently towards Robin. So if the kids saw that, then you know the wives did too. Robin talks about polygamous culture, and how with her husband, they were in polygamous culture, but she was monogamous. So, Cody always acts like Robin is the go-to person to discuss polygamy, when we all know that, number one, Robin did not have a successful first marriage, and number two, Robin never was a polygamous wife until she married into the family. So all that knowledge that Cody tries to act like Robin has when it comes to polygamy is just what Robin knows from her childhood. And as I've said in previous videos, Robin didn't really experience the level of polygamy that some of the other wives have, because Robin's families were in different states, if I recall. They weren't in the same household. They weren't even near each other. So she has so much to talk about the benefits of being in a polygamous marriage, but she's not even like, you're not experiencing it. We then find out about this kiss. So what happened was, when Cody proposed to Robin, he sealed it with a kiss. Christine found out, she doesn't say how she found out, but she found out a month later that Cody kissed Robin after they got engaged, and she said it made her mad because she didn't kiss Cody until they were at the altar, because Cody is a married man. So basically she felt disrespected by Robin and Cody because of the kiss. And I'm sorry, Christine, I refuse to believe that's the first time they kissed. The way that they were so googly-eyed over each other and like this close to each other while they were sitting at the table holding hands and doing all that other stuff, and he's talking about how romantic he is, that I don't think that was the first time they kissed. Robin made it seem like she said yes and then he kissed her and she was like, okay. Like, did he not ask you? The way y'all pitch it, like everything about polygamy is permission for this, permission for that. Did he ask you if he could kiss you? Christine seems to be the most vocal out of the bunch, and I feel like it put a bullseye on her for Cody. Because we now know that Cody does not like when the women speak up for themselves or speak against or go in a different direction that he does. And I believe that this was the beginning of the end for the dynamic that he had with Christine, because Christine was too vocal. Robin then begins to fake cry with no tears. She's mastered this. I hate it, because never are there any tears, but for some reason Cody responds to it. In the confessional, it looks like the girls are trying to figure out what's going on, but she got away with it. She does the whole fake cry, saying that she's upset because she hurt Christine and she didn't want to hurt Christine. I wouldn't be able to sit there with a straight face hearing that, because Robin very much so is an opportunist, and she's just as manipulative as the man that she's about to marry. Christine said that him going to Robin so much is tearing them apart. she wants her to hurry up and move to the area. That way he doesn't have to go there so much. I wonder how often Cody went there. Was this a every weekend thing? Was this a every other week thing? Like, how often did Cody go there that she said that this is tearing them apart? We see her arrive at the house for her birthday. We see Mary giving her a gift, them hugging, and Cody so easily saying in front of Mary that, you see, I'm not the only person that is in love with Robin. I don't hear him talk about being in love with his other wives, at least not yet. I don't know if he does it in further episodes because I can't remember. It's been so long. But he made that statement while they were embracing. As they're sitting there in the confessionals on the big red couch, Mary is crying. And Mary is saying that she wonders when he's going to give her the attention he's been giving Robin. It's been a long time. Janelle and Christine get her. And she doesn't know if she wants to stay sometimes. But her commitment that she made to the marriage and her daughter makes her want to stay. This is all before the marriage even happens. Cody and Mary were having problems before Robin came along. For whatever reason, I think Mary thought that bringing in Robin would bring them closer together, but she later regretted it because it actually pulled Cody even further from her. Robin was brought into this family when they had problems. And at this point, I believe that Cody was not being very affectionate with Mary because Mary seemed to be really upset in that scene, which further lets me understand why the catfish happened, why Mary was so easily fooled, because there was something that was lacking very early on when watching this first season. I just don't understand why Mary would introduce Cody to Robin if she felt this way. Like, nothing about it makes sense to me because you're seeing that his attention is going to someone else, but you're encouraging him to continue to do this. She's crying. Cody's holding his head down and stuff. Cody don't really care. Cody has his sights set on his young 29, soon to be 30-year-old, and that's it. We then see Christine meeting up with Cody for a doctor's appointment. We find out that Christine is 37 and that she had a miscarriage a year earlier before she got pregnant with Truly, the baby that she's carrying now, and she's nervous. When I heard this, I immediately thought, once again, how selfish is Cody? Your wife had a traumatic miscarriage where she said that she hemorrhaged so badly that she nearly passed out. But you're leaving and driving 5 hours away, being gone for weekends at a time, going back and forth to court this woman while your wife, who just had a miscarriage a year earlier, is pregnant? You don't think enough of your wife to wait? You couldn't wait until after she at least had the baby to do this? Cody's so twisted that if she had another miscarriage, God forbid, he probably would still try to go see Robin. It made me so mad, you guys. I can't. So as she's getting her ultrasound and the doctor's talking about the heart and all that other stuff, Cody is saying that he's glad that Christine is having a girl because she wanted to have a boy and she might try again to have another boy. I believe that Christine got pregnant again because it's what Cody wanted. She talks about her daughter, Aspen or whatever, saying that she should have more kids or whatever. But I believe it's because what Cody wanted, because she made a point of letting us know that Cody likes having kids. He enjoys, my stomach growing, stomach round. He enjoys having the little ones. We then hear Christine say if she did have another one, that it would be fun being pregnant at the same time as Robin and having kids the same time as Robin. So, at some point, for Christine to be saying this, Christine had to be nice to Robin, right? Even though Cody has said over and over and over again that she wasn't nice to Robin, I'm seeing examples left and right in these first few episodes of her being nice. Even when she talks about her feelings and her hurt and her jealousy and her not liking certain things, she says that Robin is nice. She says that Robin is sweet. So it's not just that she's saying negative things, she's also saying positive things. And really, majority of the negative things that she's saying is not directly directed towards Robin. It's directed towards her husband and how he's handling the situation at this point with Robin. The family finally goes to move Robin. We see that they take 7 kids and all the adults with the exception of Janelle goes because Janelle says she had to work and she's going to stay back with the younger kids. We find out that she's moving like less than a mile from the house. They arrive and Madison is already there to help her pack. I don't know what kind of packing Robin's been doing because to me it looked like she hadn't packed anything. I just saw a whole bunch of boxes and random stuff everywhere. But I mean, she had time to get packing, especially since they had Madison come to help her. They coddled Robin from the very beginning. They did. You've known all along that you were going to be moving 5 hours away. How aren't you ready for this move? How is it that we don't see all types of boxes and stuff lined up somewhere with the name written on it and what room it's going to? Like, I guess I'm just different. I'm very organized. Kind of a little bit like the way Mary appears to be as they're packing the truck. I would have had labels on it. I would have had what room. This is the living room. This is the master bedroom. This is the second room. I would have of the kitchen. All that stuff would have been up there. Robin is sitting there, fake crying again, talking about how much she loves Madison, even though there are no tears. Robin went from this smiley, laughy person from season 1 until this new person that we see season 18 with a frown, who's scared of all these adult children that she supposedly loved. Robin then talks about the kids and how she's concerned about the 2 older ones, especially Dayton, because Dayton, I think she said he has Asperger's. And one of the things that he needs is for stuff to be consistent. As she's talking about this, we then see Christine saying that she is worried about Robin's kids. She wonders how they'll adjust because they're having a lot of changes at such a young age. Then Janelle talks about how she feels like it's harder for the younger kids sometimes because the younger kids don't quite understand as much as the older kids do. And I wouldn't necessarily say that. I think it's hard for both. It just depends at what stage it is, because we saw how hard it was for some of the older kids when they moved to Vegas. And then we saw how hard it was for like Gabe when they went from Vegas to Flagstaff. So it really just depends on the dynamic. But once again, even though Christine isn't about the family, Christine is worried about how Robin's kids are gonna respond. See, this is the stuff that I'm saying. Cody has this great way of rewriting history, but one of the things that I love is that TLC has put this footage out there on different streaming platforms for us to look back and watch and see what the truth is. And the more and more that I'm watching this is the more and more annoyed that I'm getting, because there really was clear favoritism from the very beginning, even though they're trying to act like there wasn't. As I said before, Mary's in the truck. She's real organized. I think she might have a slight case of OCD. Even though all that stuff was all over the place in Robin's house, they got it done. They arrive at their new home, and Robin is hoping that the kids can just enjoy their new surroundings around this new family and be public. I don't think that they ever thought about what came with them being public, because we know that later on that they're going to have to move and all that other stuff. But I also feel like some of that was a little bit dramatic in the way they went about moving, because there were many other polygamous families that never got charges brought up against them. Robin fake cries again about finally being here. I said it already that for Christine to have been this awful wife, she sure treated Robin very nicely, in my opinion, in these first few episodes. Think about it. She's pregnant. She's significantly pregnant, and she's in a car for 5 hours driving to come help you move. How does she not care? What's happened is Cody used her jealousy, the jealousy that Christine felt, and has weaponized it. And honestly, because you don't have anything else, because I'm not saying Christine is perfect. There's some things that Christine, I'm sure, is going to do that's going to get on my nerves. But at this point, for these first 3 episodes, nothing that Christine has done has shown what Cody has said about her in current days. Christine was very much so a team player. Christine allowed you to take her child as you went out of town to babysit your girlfriend's kids while you went out on a date. Christine later is going to allow her to live with Robin at some point to help her with her kids, because we find that out later on too. So why are we sitting here acting like Christine was always this problem? Once again, I said it last episode, I feel really bad for Christine. I feel bad for these women, period. Because I can't imagine being a part of a religion that wants me to be unhappy so that my husband can have multiple wives. How does that help the family? How does that strengthen the family? I don't get it. Anyways, thanks for joining me. Comment down below. How do you feel about this episode? Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, unless I get the urge to hurry up and come up here again.